Buongiorno, my friends, and welcome back to Split Heart. So, we are going to do... What are we actually going to do? Wait a minute, let me remember. I know that. It is only one day, how could I forget? Ah, yeah, right. We're going with Lena to the nurse. Right, totally knew that. And yeah, so let's do that. Oh yeah, walking. I always forget that. When we got to the infirmary, Viola checked us. Why are you so sad? Did something happen to you? Did you argue about something? It's not the case. No one wanted to come, so the camp leader chose a pioneer randomly. I don't think you're bad or weird to deserve this type of choice. I feel sorry for Lena. It's okay. I don't mind to come with you. Her reaction was unexpected. So why did you come with me? Honestly. Because you were chosen, or because you would have liked to do it? She couldn't answer for a moment. Then she spoke. Sorry. God damn it, keyboard. Be cooperative. We are very unprofessional right now, keyboard. You listen to me? We are very unprofessional right now. Working with amateurs, it's really horrible. Both of them are right, but I was afraid of signing. It's not necessary. I'm not creepy. Ho 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 ho. That's what you say. And it's not to be ashamed of. You don't have to do anything special. Well, you will have to, I don't know, maybe, try to resurrect her. Not really like real resurrecting, but as if she was dead. So like a heart massage and how do you call that? The first aid stuff, blowing oxygen into her. That sounds more dirty than it should. I'm prepared for the practice. Are you ready? Sure. I am. More than an hour was spent to do all of the situations found in the booklet. Viola helped me when I did something badly. Lena noticed when the bandage was tied. Yes, there were pictures about situations of broken bones. When we finished the long lesson, I thanked to Viola for sharing her time and Lena for assisting me. Oh, they're all gone. Maybe the scene will be moved to day 3 to make space for another scene. Oh, that was a voice, not Viola. To make space for another... Oh, is this like fourth wall breaking? When I was outside and I took a few steps, I felt that someone was behind me. What the fuck is up with the voices? Like the strange pioneer appearing out of nowhere. Now he's just his voices without even saying anything about it. What the fuck is going on here? I turned my head and Lena was there. Would you like to ask or tell something? Maybe about the voices in my head? She didn't speak. Okay, we just going. As I went to my cabin, she followed me. I wasn't a mind reader, so I didn't have an idea what she wanted from me. When I was in my cabin, she was there too. I was getting bored of her, so I asked her. I was getting bored of her. You are a very nice person. What is your goal by following me? Nothing. Then why are you doing this? Just because. I didn't want to be rude, but she didn't give me an extra option. I pointed to the door and she took the sign. Ooh, Semyon, Semyon, Semyon. You make me very, very angry. What even? What even? What even? Oh my god! I never noticed that. So at least now I know that this is Olga's bed. And that makes me even wonder more that they sleep in one cabin, but oh well. Yeah, Lena. Yeah, Semyon, you're an asshole. As her feet moving to the direction, I caught her shoulder, and I turned her to me. He's also very touchy. Why is everybody so touchy in this mod? I thought you would answer me, but you chose the easier way. Why is it so hard to tell the truth? Independently of my fondness, she started to drop tears. My head hurt by seeing this, because it made the situation worse. Have you probably suddenly fused with Alisa, because you start to cry out of nowhere? I had to act. Please don't cry. I didn't want to hurt you, but I won't understand you if you don't talk to me. She pulled herself together. She stopped crying. After that, she let to hear her voice. You were so gentle and nice to me, and I'm like a turtle, so I didn't want to lose this opportunity. I didn't want to lose you by my awkwardness. She turned her head away, like it was a shameful statement. I hugged her, and I whispered something to her. You don't have to be shy. If you like to do something related to me, just do it. Anyway, you don't think about me, but I'm also awkward. She didn't move in the beginning, but soon I felt her arms on my back. Sometimes the simplest and the purest signs are the best to show our feelings. Yeah, this is pretty stupid, I gotta say. Like, as much as I said that I like this mod so far, like all the touchy and huggy and yeah, I'm so awkward, yeah, I'm awkward as well, yeah, we're soulmates, it's a bit stupid. Gotta say that. Still, I like the writing style still, except for all the mistakes. There are way too many mistakes. Like, it's so hard to understand sometimes. But the writing style is okay and all, and I like it. Like many descriptions that fit the scenery and the situation and all that, you know. And the characters are portrayed rather like the real characters, with a few things of the mod's own. And that is okay, because it's a mod, so he can change the characters, or the creator can change the characters. But this is a bit stupid. This is a bit stupid. When I let her go, I looked her in the eyes. Would you like to play? Play something with me? She still sobbed, but she accepted it. I searched for something in the drawer, and I grabbed a pack of cards. It was a German-style pack, which made me smile. She didn't understand why I was happy. Okay. Is it now halfway confirmed that the creator is German? Do you know the card game named Setma? Aha! No, not confirmed that the creator is German. No, I don't. I would like to teach you how to play it. Is it okay for you? Yes. Then let's get started. I tried to tell all of the rules to her slowly and precisely. I also tried to make eye contact with her to see if something was confusing. But as I saw, she got every information without repeating myself or asking. We played lots and lots of rounds. We had good luck, no one disturbed us. Maybe they thought, even Olga, that we were still in the infirmary. Lena needed some rounds in the beginning to get the routine. After that, she started to enjoy the game. She won many rounds, and even she overtook me. I didn't care about that I was beaten. Her smile was my prize. You liked this, didn't you? Absolutely. I'm very grateful to you for grabbing me out of the shell. But I have a feeling that you will go back into that after you leave this place. Lena started to stare to the ground. I got the point. Hey, never mind. I had an inspired idea, and I had to take a try. Let's take some extra round. Let her getting a break. Why not play more? I mean, it's not like it's bad playing card games or anything. Now, is it? So let's take some extra rounds. It may be too much for you today, but would you like to play this again? Or on another day? Well, that sounds good. Let's take a try and we will see. The girl, who had been so shy and speechless, bloomed. Sometimes good timing and good acting make wonders in people's life. She was like a success of my care, and it was my responsibility to keep her in that mood. You overthink stuff. You really overthink stuff, man. Prepare to fight. No, it's today, not on another day. Okay, my bad. Both of us were filled by the competitive spirit. It was more than a basic game. It's time to duel. Had to make this joke. Just appeared in my head and I thought, man, it would be a waste if I don't say it, but the moment it appeared it was already way too late for that one. Still, I had to say it. It was a hard match and I was totally destroyed by her. She was way better than I had thought. She couldn't lie about her happiness, and she almost started to jump around the room. Can you imagine when a child gets the thing for Christmas which it always wanted to own? She was like that child. I was a bit depressed by seeing the result and my failure. After a few moments, she read the mood from my face, and she tried to cheer me up. I didn't know what I had done to deserve this kind of gesture, but she kissed me on the cheek. My face was red, and I wasn't able to react. She giggled like she had planned to do that to make me stupid. To say goodbye, she touched my right hand with hers, and she gave me a smile. It had been a long time ago when I had got positive emotions, even that much. I didn't know how to handle them, and if it was just a strong impression or the start of something bigger. I took the bag back into the drawer, and I went to bed. I stared at the ceiling, and she was in my mind. This can't be. I'm not the person who played with her. I tried to deny what I had done in the afternoon, but it was useless. I couldn't clear both of our memories to reverse. It was a smaller crisis, but I had to find out that maybe I wasn't the person who I had become since the moving. So he thinks he's not the same person anymore, okay. I was tired a bit. Therefore I closed my eyes to rest a bit. Again dream? Oh no, he just wakes up in the night. When I woke up it was late. I missed dinner time and was desperate what to do. I tried to hurry in the hope that something had been left. Yeah, in the middle of the night, probably. Do we now get the Slavia scene where they eat in the dining hall at night? Am I being a magician caller again? Let's see. When I arrived there it was empty. No one was around there, but I had an idea to make soup. I looked for ingredients, a bigger pot, a knife, and a tap to get water, my bad. The bachelor's life can force you to learn some things you have never known before, and it was one from the list. I didn't often cook for myself, because everything I needed in the daily life was in the fridge. A lot of time was spent to set the ingredients into the boiling water. When I covered the pot with a lid, someone's steps were getting closer and closer. One thought hit my mind. A punishment. I couldn't do anything to hide the facts, so I stood still. Yeah, a night actually can make you crazy, I know that. Kind of. Then a familiar voice hit my ear. I am so good. I mean, so good. And even if I'm not so good and I just see the obvious, give me this moment, please. Yes, I am so good. What are you doing here, Semyon? You have missed the meal, if you don't know that. I know that well. That's why I cook something. Wow, you don't look like a person who can make food. Thank you. I don't boast what I've learned. Okay. Can you hear that again? Okay. That was the best sniff I could do. It smells good. It's just vegetable soup. I put everything what I found into the pot. I hope the result won't be catastrophic. I had to wait a little more to put out the fire. Would you like to taste it? Sure. I took 2 bowls filled with the hot liquid. When I tasted my work, I was pleased with it. It's quite good. I don't know how many surprises you will show to us. I don't know either. Believe me, these aren't planned to be revealed. You don't have to be modest. It's very good to know something like this. While we were eating the soup, something popped out of Slavia's minds. Just in mind, how did the practice go? It went smoothly, and after that I taught a new card game to Lena. She stored the rules in her mind very quickly, and after some rounds she beat me. It's not a sensation. She has read tons of books when she was younger. She lent me some of them. I read a tons of books too, and I'm suck at card games. Especially the ones where you need memory. Like memory card games, I'm so bad at them. For example, when I remembered how to play Durak, which was a long time ago, I sucked at Durak. I think she hides something. She's alone most of the time, but when someone gets closer to her, she shows her real face. I admit that, but be careful. She can be hurt easily. She's like a minefield. Slavia's reaction was a bit awkward by my bad metaphor. Yeah, that's true. It sucked, man. This was nice from you. Just saying. I'm not a pro of using metaphors. It's my bad. Anyway, what will you do after this? I guess it's not allowed to do anything in the canteen. Well, you're right, but I guess I won't say anything. You did nothing bad or cruel. That's my girl Slavia. Not like the one who told Olga about Semyon and Ulyana. Wait a minute, did I say that was good or bad? I don't even remember anymore. Huh. I don't even remember my own judgments. Huh. Well, if you want to know, go check it out. No. I mean, I started to sometimes say stuff like, go to the video if you like it or something like this, even though I hate advertising my own shit. But like, I'm not at the point where I get very, very cheap. I'll do that when I get 1 million subscribers or something, which will probably never happen. When the bowls were empty, she asked me, I know it's a bit late, but do you fancy coming with me into the forest? Slavia, you dirty, dirty girl. Forest. Night. This won't end well. She already took a risk by eating with me and keeping the mouth shut about it. If I accept her offering, I think Olga will catch us. Too bad though that the creator didn't use the picture of Semyon and Slavia eating together in the canteen. Or just Semyon eating. Well, is that still eating together? Probably not. It's too bad that the creator didn't use it. Now I thought I called it, but I actually didn't call it, you know? I had to make a wise decision. I have to go back? Isn't it dangerous? Well, if Slavia invites us to do something dangerous, I'd say, milady, we go forward. But since I only have these two options, I think I'll go with isn't it dangerous. Are you sure to go outside? You can see beautiful things at night. As I see, you don't know the magic of the moonlight yet. I don't spend too much time in the nature, that's true. Let's meet then, 5 minutes. There, because the forest is so small. As she told the last word, she went out quickly. I didn't think anything would be necessary, so I went to there without any package. I get the feeling this is a Slavia dancing naked around the forest scene. Oh god, if that is true, we'll see. We'll see. When she arrived, there was a little bag in her hand. What's in the bag? Nothing important. I was suspicious, but I didn't care about... no, it was suspicious, but I didn't care about it. As we were walking along the path, she was looking around like it was a local home. Home. And she was checking if everything was alright. Like I wasn't there. Her confidence made me curious. Okay, no random dance lake dance. Hooray, I was already wondering, like after all this touching and hugging and lying on your crotch thing, I kinda expected the lake dance. When we reached the glade, she had a bizarre idea. Oh, we reached the glade. There's a pond around here, let's go in. And I gave you the benefit of the doubt. And you screwed me, game. You screwed me. Wait, I didn't prepare for that. You didn't say anything about it. Never mind. Get undressed and come. Come on. This is fucking ridiculous. Like, how do you want to sell that to me? This is stupid. And you set up the character so slowly. I don't even understand. Like, half an hour of gameplay ago, we were sweeping the square together, and now we're doing naked bathing together? Isn't that like 20 steps further in a relationship? I don't even know. I would have liked to rethink, but she didn't leave time for me. Also, all my blood went elsewhere. Her clothes were falling down one by one, and I didn't want to believe my eyes. She trusts me so much, then it's a big fault, because I'm relatively new here. Or she is uninhibited, then I misunderstood her. I don't understand what you want to say, me creator. Fortunately, I saw her back only, and she turned just then, when most of her body was under the water surface. I wasn't a follower of nudity, and getting the clothes off in front of someone, especially a girl, I wasn't into that. You could have held a gun to my head. Even then I wouldn't have done that. However, she was impatient. Are you shy? It's just you, me, and the nature. Absolutely. I don't want to do that. If you don't want, then I can go out of the pond. Seeing her in the natural way would have made me a heart stroke. No, I mean, I go, but please turn away while I'm getting undressed. If it's your wish. She did it, and I did it in fear. She could have done turning around. She could have turned around at any moment, but she was very fair with me. Anyway, this kind of behavior reminded me of hippies, but it was a bit stereotypical. It's funny. Actually, in East Germany, back in the day, when East and West Germany were still separated, the East German part, so the communist part, if you want to call it that, nudity and naked bathing and so on, that was a big thing in East Germany. And I don't even know why. Like, I don't even know why. It's not like it's something. At least I once saw a documentary where it said like something like that wasn't a thing they do in the Soviet Union or in other Eastern Hemisphere states. It's just a thing they did in the German Democratic Republic, and not in the West German. How do you call that in English? The Federation of Germany? I don't know. Well, the West German state, you know what I mean. Like, how did that happen? Oh well. When I was done, I took my steps slowly, and I signed to her when I was in. How do we assign to her when she is turned around? Oh well. So what is your plan for the rest of the evening? Why is it needed to do anything else? Just staying here and seeing the beauty of the scenery around us. I feel uncomfortable. I don't even remember this track. The music. Where was the music in the main game? I don't remember. Close your eyes and take some deep breaths. It will help. I followed her advice, and soon it started to work. The act of relaxation was new for me, and without big happenings in my life, I hadn't needed to use this. Maybe it would have been useful in some cases before. This forest was the eternity. Nothing moved unless the leaves by the wind, and the small breeze made me chilled a bit. It wasn't like a hot tub, but it was something unusual, which made the moment precious. But I spent way too much time in the pond, so I went out. When Slavia heard it, she also started to move. Do you want to go? This was just enough for me. I was just preparing to get on my clothes after the toweling. Semyon, would you turn to me now if I asked you? My senses warned me about the trick. It would have been the biggest shame on me if I had done it. Definitely not. I don't want to ruin everything. It's just me. No one would know about it if you did it. I know, it's just a test, and please never ask me later to do this. A few moments later, I heard her toweling. It seems you're still trying to be in the safety zone. I understand that. It seems you are way going out of the line. I mean, and now I'm really like, on the one hand, who wouldn't turn around now? On the other hand, how the hell is Slavia behaving right now? It's like in this situation, both people seem stupid. Semyon seems stupid. Semyon kinda seems prude. And Slavia seems lewd. It's horrible. It's just horrible. She was right. My bashfulness secured me to commit anything stupid, mindless, and pervert. I wasn't horny, but I had the chance to become, and I had to avoid it. Okay. Soon I sensed the sounds of getting dressed, and when it stopped, I could turn to her calmly. And now, let's talk. Okay, I like that better. Jesus holy moly, man. We sat down on the ground face to face, and I was interested in her nature. Being a responsible and reliable member of a group, being indulgent, helpful, and kind. In my eyes, those components were too much to fulfill at once, but she could do it, and I was jealous for her success. The contrast was big, and I sometimes wished for a better life. Let me ask something. How are you able to be so kind to everyone? Or to me? You act as a model of the pioneers. If everyone acted like you, this camp could change the world. Whoops, sorry, my bad. Slavia started to laugh. This is so cute. Thank you very much. When her laughter died off, it turned into redness. But no one else had said this in this kind of way before. You know, this scene would be kinda okay-ish if we just weren't in the am I the only one who feels like this right now? Like, this talk would have been great. Like, we first met Slavia, she helped us with the signing, then we helped her with the task, and we swept the floor, and we played some cards. Now we go together into the forest and have a little romantic talk and stuff like this, and maybe next time we go to the beach, and the next time then we can go into the pond. I mean, it wouldn't still be realistic, but it at least it had some development. Now it feels just like we were already naked together bathing. Like, what's even going on anymore? Am I the only one who feels like this? I can't be the only one. Her words made me confused, and I blushed a bit. It was rare to say something nice to anyone by the lack of friends and the isolation, but setting me as a positive person, especially by praising someone, in a situation was more than unusual. I was hypnotized by her, and I let her do it. It was like when you allow someone to stab you. The example was a bit bloody, but words, and also daggers, can go deep inside. Please tell me your motivation. I'd like to be you. It was an exaggeration again, but I would have liked to look behind the scenes. She didn't expect anything of my plan. The goal of all my actions is to give a helping hand when it's needed, to make moments memorable, to make others and my lives valuable, and to make the older pioneers to be proud of me. She raised her head proudly with closed eyes, and she did nothing but breathing. The sounds of the animals made the moment less uncomfortable, and it was good to see her. She was so dedicated, and you couldn't have found this attribute in the others, even in the camp leader. Her life looked so perfect in my point of view, and I didn't know how she did that. But the end was surprising. She started to drop tears. Wow, you say. She has problems. Is there something wrong? If I've said something rude or nasty, then forget about it. She remained silent. I tried to sit down next to her, and I spoke in a low volume. Please tell... It's not my fault, okay? The game wants me to do it. It always brings me into these situations. This is getting really ridiculous, I gotta say. Please tell me if something hurts you inside. You can trust me. It's nothing, just a few memories came to mind, but I'm fine. It was obvious that she tried to distract the attention from her problem, but I was stubborn. I wasn't stupid, but I would have liked to know more about her. Don't hold it back. I hugged her and she cried on my shoulder. The way of getting closer to her was decorated with barbed wires, and I didn't want to force her to talk about her feelings. I believed that letting the flow would solve it. It was the first time someone relied on me. No! We already had that like 3 times now, and all the time in the same way. And all the time it was stupid, but this is by far the most stupid one. After all the lake stuff. Holy moly Jesus, man. And holding Angel in my arms filled me with bittersweet emotions. I patted her head to calm her down, and the thought that I was hiding I was a hiding place for someone. My mind exploded and my heart melted, but it was totally worth to be with her. She tried to collect herself, and she tried to speak. There's something I have to tell you. If you say that you're pregnant, Slavia. You don't have to say anything. I'm with you, and I don't force you to do anything if you don't want. But I can't hold it any longer. I've never talked about it with my friends before. But I think it's time to let this wound bleeding. I was believing she was trying to punish and crush herself forever. I would have liked to stop it, but I was wrong. Okay, no pregnancy. Too bad. that would have really made me laugh now, to be honest. Okay, I said I will give this game a break, since the creator said that he isn't a skilled writer. And there were up till the Miku part, I actually liked this game very much, and then the plot got rather ridiculous, and the characters start to behave ridiculous. And the English is really like on a level sometimes that I don't even understand anymore what's going on. And I don't want to bash people for the English, but sometimes it's like mistakes that I don't even understand how the person makes them, because the person didn't make it in a different sentence. This person didn't make some mistakes in... Jesus. Now my English is going away. It's flowing out of my brain, which is probably no English as well. But in some sentences, there were mistakes that weren't in other sentences, even though it's the same grammatical thing, you know? And that just makes me think the creator never read through his own mod and never tried to correct mistakes, you know? So, I don't know. It's a bit annoying. A little bit annoying. But I will give this mod a break. Therefore, I'll give myself a break now. Again, it's as always when I say something bad about a game, it's nothing personal. And I liked a lot of this mod so far. I liked a lot. But the last 2 episodes or so were rather ridiculous. At least parts of them were rather ridiculous. Like all the breakdowns. Miku and Lena and Slavia. Everyone has a breakdown now. And I mean, I applaud the You know, maybe I'm bad-mouthing the creator for a wrong reason. Probably the creator is just trying to give the girls a backstory. Which they lacked in Everlasting Summer, obviously. And that was something I found rather sad. That they had absolutely no background story. Like, nearly 0.0 background story. Except for stuff like Lena and Elisa knew each other very well. And they lived together in the same town or something like that. So, maybe that's a great idea, but the build up to giving them more background story and such, rather ridiculous. So, next time I will go on and play with a fresh mind, and I'm totally unbiased again, and I will just listen to Slavia's backstory, and we all be totally cool, and I won't badmouth the mod any longer. So, thank you everybody for watching. Come back to the next episode, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.